Schwartz from the Search Engine Roundtable. Thanks for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. This is the November 9th edition of the video recap, and we'll get right into the news right away, so stay tuned. The big news this week was that it was over the weekend, the last weekend, basically the whole entire Google search engine blew up. Not technically, but they released this new algorithm update, or this new index update. The results were not quality tested as they should have been, and Google had to revert back the whole entire index, or the whole entire results, back to its previous state. Matt Cutts commented, saying, I think this is a short-term issue. Things should be back to normal pretty soon. And he said, he basically said, I don't consider these rankings indicative of anything in the future coming. Some data went into the index without all of our quality signals incorporated. It should be mostly back to normal, and continue to get back to normal over the course of the day. This was last Sunday or Monday. When Matt was asked if this is a bug or a test, Matt said nope, it was not a test, meaning this was a bug on Google's part. It got some play. Good thing Google fixed it. So this is the first week of November. Tamara did her recap after looking at all the crazy fears going on with that Google bug that I just discussed. She went ahead and looked past that, and we looked at some of the things that people were reporting. Webmaster noted that he used to be on the top search results for all regional worldwide searches, but now he's no longer on the top. Some other members said there's still a lot of bugs and things going on with the search engine, and hopefully it's still going to be cleaned up. Some people said that Google's SERPs resemble MSN with a ton of edu links and cheap directories on the top. And some are just not ranking for what they typically were ranking for, might be indicative of a penalty. It's hard to say for sure without seeing the actual URLs. Another thing we covered was Google at Webmaster World, where basically people were saying they noted that the toolbar, Google toolbar, is no longer promoting in their standard marketing image the PageRank aspect. So it used to be that in their past mock-ups of the Google toolbar page, previous versions, they used to show the PageRank as an option in the toolbar by default. But now, obviously, now it's an advanced option, and they no longer show it in the actually marketing materials. People are saying maybe because Google wants to start dropping it from their toolbar, maybe Google wants to promote and stop promoting it and play less significance on that because SEO is obsessed about it. We have some evidence that Google might support something like this from the past, and we looked at Matt Cutts say things, Adam Blasnick, and some other things going on. So maybe this is happening, maybe this is not. People aren't so convinced as of yet. A little Snapple break. Back to the news. Yahoo and Google, they broke up their ad deal. Google said they're no longer interested in pursuing it, mainly because of the delay that the government's putting on them, the pressure the Google government's putting on them. And part of that, then Yahoo said, Microsoft, we're still interested. Are you still interested in us? And Microsoft pretty much said on Friday, no, we are not. Sorry. So Yahoo's not in a good position right now. Their stock as of Friday is down to about $12. I guess we'll see how that goes. Right, so we got two AdWords related posts for you. I had an interview with Nick Fox from Google. He basically explained some of the more recent quality score changes that they announced the other day. Those changes had to do with, one, how Google normalizes the click-through rate based on how high your ad is. So if one ad's on top position and one ad's on the sixth position, obviously the one in the top position is going to have a higher click-through rate, which affects quality score. So in the past, he explained to me that that Google used to normalize that data by actually testing and putting an ad that's in the sixth position into the first position or second position and calculate data on that. That was very interesting to me. I'd never heard of that before, but that's what Nick Fox told me. Now they're using more of a statistical model to pretend that the ad's at that model and use some type of normalization statistical model to figure that out, which I thought they always did. Anyway, in addition, they also made a change to the quality score in which they allow an ad to go higher to the promotion out top, where above the organic results they can actually put an ad there. So now they allow more ads to get to the top position, and I go into detail on how that actually works. You should definitely take a look at that. Another AdWords change that was noted is the keyword tool. If you go to the Google AdWords keyword tool, you'll now see that some keywords that are trademarked will show a little TM mark at the top of that keyword. Little interesting mark. People noticed it, and thanks for letting me know. Google started moving many of their support forums over to a new Google section, new Google Help section. So the AdWords forum moved recently, the AdSense forum moved, the Chrome forum, and I think another forum moved as well. We're able to track them. We're not able to track them as efficiently as we were in the past, but we still are able to track them, and hopefully it won't affect our reporting at the Search Engine Roundtable. I reported at Search Engine Land that if you type in AskJeeves.com into the browser, up comes a skin from Ask.com, which shows the old old classic Jeeves. Very nice to see that, especially since we last week reported that he might be in the adult entertainment business. So it's good to see he's still kind of hanging around. And Ask.com said it's just a little thing they did just for fun, for kicks. Also, in Ask-related news, on November 3rd, we wrote about how people at Webmaster World are not happy with the Ask.com search results. People were saying that basically the search engine is falling apart in terms of technology. The search results shift between 10 results per page down to 5 or 4 results per page. I saw some examples of that myself. It seems like a lot of the results are page title correlated. And also a lot of the results are very outdated. Even some of them are showing some 404s when you click on them. In addition, a lot of the binocular results, specifically the statistical information, are outdated or just not updated at all. So definitely, hopefully Ask is improving things, but it doesn't look like they are. It seems like they're bringing the butler back, and we'll see. We did a poll a few weeks ago asking SEOs what type of degrees would they hire, from universities. Like, what if there's a younger person who wants to go into SEO or SEM, what type of degree should they get? 48% of the 265 submissions said 48% said they should go and get a marketing degree. 25% said programming, 13% statistics, 8% English, and 3% said math. So if you're getting into SEO and you're in college, maybe go for marketing or programming. So by now, all of you pretty much know that Barack Obama is the president-elect of the United States. Congratulations to Barack and to America for a new change. In addition, we did some posts about it. One is we had the election day logos out there telling people to vote. Google and all these different search engines had logos. We have our own little theme going up. We also, Tamar did a post basically saying how Google CEO Eric Schmidt was backing Obama publicly, and should Eric Schmidt of Google have done that in terms of his, where he is at his level. We added a poll. Tamar added a poll to that, which seemed to be very controversial. But 55% said that that Eric Schmidt should not have publicly endorsed one candidate over the other. The reasoning is, I believe, is that Google is perceived as a unbiased company, and for a CEO of any company that is considered an unbiased company to back one thing or another candidate, in politics specifically, it seems to be, might perceive Google as saying, all right, we are a little biased. I'm not saying that Google would ever be biased in terms of their web search or anything like that, but people might perceive it. I, again, do not think that's the case, but people might perceive that Google's CEO backing one candidate over another might lead to Google being, aligned to certain types of views that Barack Obama might back. I'm not getting into specifics, but it might mean that people might think that Google is more pro this or negative this in the search results, in the AdWords results, in the Google News, in a lot of different things that they have out there in their services. I'm saying I honestly do not believe that's the case, but again, it's very important for Google's to be perceived in a certain light. So I think 55% of the people who responded said, yes, I agree, Schmidt probably should not have backed a specific candidate, while 45% said, hey, no, he's an individual, he's an American citizen, he has a right to use and to publicly back any candidate he wants. And I agree with that point too, but I'm saying in terms of Google's perspective, I think it might have hurt the company a little bit by him having to go ahead and do that. Some people say no, Google's a very unique company. In the past, CEOs would never do something like this, but Google's standing above that and saying, hey, we're human, we think our CEO should go ahead and do human things. So again, it's a very controversial topic. We covered it, and I'm not upset about covering it. So tomorrow, Tamar and I are flying out to PubCon in Vegas. Very looking forward to it. It's a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday conferences and Friday partying. Tamar and I are just staying Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, taking a red eye, fly back. We'll be back Friday morning. So we'll be around for the party. But if you see us, definitely say hello. We'd love to see you. In addition, we have live coverage. We're doing about 50 plus sessions being covered from the Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com. If you want to stay on top of what's going on at PubCon, some live blog coverage. I'd like to thank Avi Walensky, Dave Rohr, Arnie Cohn, and Marty Weinberg for helping us out with these sessions. And if you see us, definitely look forward to seeing you there. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Search Buzz video recap. My name again is Barry Schwartz. It's the news covered from Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com. Hope to see you at PubCon. Everyone have a great week, and we'll see you next week.